Welcome to Audit Archive, where we run you through some of the most questionable and rather atrocious police encounters. Today, we're looking at a case where an officer aggressively confronted and arrested an innocent auditor during a traffic stop for no valid reason. And separately, officers attempted to unlawfully seize a veteran's phone at a hospital and used excessive force by tasing him repeatedly. On May 5th, 2021, in Hartford, Maryland, Deputy Jackson of Hartford County observed a vehicle speeding above the limit on the highway. After chasing it down and forcing the driver to pull over, the officer got out of his vehicle to conduct a traffic stop. Everything was going totally fine until the officer later shifted his attention to an innocent bystander.
How you doing? Thank you. Deputy Jackson with the Sheriff's Office stops being video and audio recorded. You got your registration as well?
This is my registration. My license.
Yeah, that's what I was meant.
Here you go.
Thank you.
No problem.
Still live in Baltimore? Okay. Can you turn the car off? Can I see the key? Alright. Real quick, the reason I stopped you, you rode next to me for a while there. Oh, yeah, since the McDonald's. We turned you were right next to me at the traffic light. We made a left-hand turn.
Okay.
And then you were following the speed limit. That was fine, but once you got to here, man, you were doing 70 and a 55.
I felt it too. I wasn't trying, I kept using off the gas pedal.
Okay.
I think it's one of my suspensions because it bounced and then I started picking up speed.
Okay.
And I was trying to tap on the brakes, so I did feel that.
Okay. You're probably better off slowing down than speeding up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you start to feel, especially if it's a suspension, you don't want to go faster. That's just going to cause a big problem.
Okay.
How old are you?
21.
You're 21?
20 September.
What's that? You're going to?
Yes.
You're going to turn 21?
No, I'm turning 22 in September.
Oh, 22. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said. All right, man. Well, I'll look at your record. You got any points on your license right now?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I can look it up. If I can work it out for you, I will, okay?
The officer suspected him of driving at 70 miles per hour on a 55 mile per hour road, something he was sure of because he was driving right next to the suspect in his cop car just before the driver started speeding. According to Maryland's speeding laws, the driver would be liable to pay a $90 fine and gain 2 points on his license. The driver claimed the reason for his speeding was due to his car's faulty suspension. If that was the case, then he shouldn't have been on the road to begin with. Driving could become really dangerous if any of the suspension parts are damaged or broken, affecting steering, braking, and the car's handling in general. It's possible to lose control while driving a car with a damaged suspension due to the unbalance and instability. As such, driving under these conditions could make you liable for reckless driving, which in addition to the $1,000 fine, could allow 6 points to be added to your driver's license.
But I also smell the weed.
Yeah, I definitely.
Okay, you can just leave it there, man.
I was like, my mindset was, already up. That's what we smelled.
Okay. Well, I mean, it was pretty strong when I was pulling you over, so maybe he's out now, but it wasn't a second ago. It's not the biggest thing, man. The way marijuana laws are going and everything like that, it's been decriminalized. Anything under 10 grams, it's just a civil citation, if that. What's that?
I'm saying that being under 10 grams, meaning I'm getting this.
Oh, yeah, that's that. Well, then, I'm not going to be petty about nothing. You're being decent.
It's important to note that this was only true to some extent. In 2013, a state law was enacted to establish a state-regulated medical cannabis program. The program, known as the Natalie M. LaPrade Maryland Medical Cannabis Commission, MMCC, became operational on December 1, 2017. This is entirely different from the 2022 Maryland Question 4 referendum to legalize recreational use of cannabis, which took effect on July 1, 2023. Under Question 4, adults 21 years of age and older are permitted to grow up to 2 cannabis plants out of public view and possess no more than 1.5 ounce of recreational cannabis on their person. Possession of between 1.5 to 2.5 ounce is punishable by a civil fine of up to $250, and over 2.5 ounces is punishable by up to a $1,000 fine and up to 6 months in jail. Therefore, at the time of the incident, the driver was only allowed to have the drug for medicinal purposes rather than recreational. Despite that, the officer was very lenient and didn't charge him for it. After a lighthearted conversation, the officer asked him to step out of the car. Nothing alarming has occurred, at least not yet.
All right, you mind stepping out though?
No.
Okay, just don't reach in your pockets or anything. Can we leave that in the car for a minute? I just don't smoke, so I just want to up it. Yeah, we'll go back over here. You got any just don't, again, here you go, turn to me. You don't have any weapons on you at all, do you? No knives, needles, nothing like that?
There's 2 knives on my door.
Nice.
Just literally for me fixing my car.
Okay, not even worry about it, but you got nothing else on you?
Yes, sir, you can check me if you want.
Okay, I mean, if you don't mind, just real quick, man. Just change.
Yes, sir, change.
Is that just ash all over you right there? You didn't shove nothing down in your pants, did you?
No.
All right. Can you turn around real quick? All right, man, you cool. I'm not gonna mess with your shoes. They're nice and clean.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's nothing real big. I'm gonna wait for this other officer to get here, and then we'll finish everything else out, okay?
During the traffic stop, a First Amendment auditor was walking on the sidewalk with his phone in hand, recording the incident. Seeing this, the officer aggressively confronted the auditor after informing dispatch of the approaching civilian. This is where things started to get out of hand, as you will see.
4105, Ocean King. Another person's walking up on us now. Can I help you? Can I help you?
What's your name?
You can back up, please.
This is a public sidewalk.
This is a traffic stop. You need to back up.
This is a public sidewalk.
You can't walk up behind us.
On the sidewalk. Hey, listen.
Back up.
Listen, you don't know me. I don't
Back
know you.
up.
You don't know me.
I'm telling you to back up.
Based on the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. The man was legally allowed to walk over to the traffic stop and observe the events that were unfolding. Furthermore, he could not have done this in a threatening manner, as the officer had already spotted him multiple yards off, which nullified the auditor from sneaking up on them in any way. Nothing that the auditor did could have made the officer even remotely threatened for his safety.
Like you
I'm
know.
telling you to back up.
I don't care. Who do you think?
Back up.
Millions of people watching.
Back up. I'm telling you, yes, back up.
You gonna tase me?
Yes, back up.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Back up.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
This is a traffic stop. You do not belong here.
I am far away.
According to Maryland's taser policy, 1. The taser may be deployed to safely effect the arrest and control of an active resistant individual. 2. The taser may be deployed when attempts to subdue and control the individual through conventional tactics are ineffective. 3. The taser may be deployed when it would be unsafe for the officers to approach close enough for physical contact, and the subject is within range of the taser. 4. The taser may be deployed to attempt to gain control by physical force of subjects attempting to evade arrest and pose a danger to persons in the community. Since none of the above conditions applied to this incident, the officer was definitely not allowed to draw his taser and threaten to use it in any manner. After intimidating the innocent auditor simply doing his job, the officer would then threaten to arrest him, escalating the situation even further.
I have a right to film the police. The
You can go over there.
The Supreme
You're
Court has
interrupting.
given me- No, I'm not.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
For what? I'm on a
You're under
sidewalk,
arrest.
sir.
You're under arrest for hindering. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Sir?
Turn around and
I'm
put your
walking
hands
on a
I'm
sidewalk.
telling you right now, bud. Put your hands behind your back.
All right, listen.
Don't reach in your pockets. Put your hands behind your back.
Sir, sir, I'm not interfering with anything, sir. Sir, I'm not interfering with anything. I'm on a sidewalk.
You're under arrest. I told you.
For what?
Hindering.
Sir, I was on the sidewalk.
You can let go of this.
I was on the sidewalk.
You can let go of this. Everything's being individually recorded, okay?
Sir, okay.
This is going to go in your pocket for the time
Sir,
being.
I'm on the sidewalk, sir. And sir, listen to me. Listen to me.
603 dispatch. Can you open up a separate card for hindering and mark 1095 here?
For what?
Start me,
You're
supervisor,
making a big
please.
mistake. You guys are making a big. I'm on a sidewalk. This is a public sidewalk, sir. I'm allowed to walk on the sidewalk.
Told you we're in the middle of a traffic
But I'm
stop.
walking on a sidewalk, sir. I'm walking on a public sidewalk. Can I speak to a sergeant?
Yeah, they're coming. You're going to have a seat right here on the curb. Have a seat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you hang with him? Let me finish this up here. What's that?
Sergeant coming, sir.
Yeah, they're coming. Up here with this guy.
Can I let you know something?
Go ahead.
I just want to let you know that what I do for a living, I'm a constitutional activist.
Okay.
And what I do is I film the police,
Okay.
from publicly accessible areas.
You can stand over there and film us from the front. You cannot walk up. Listen to me.
I was walking.
Listen to me.
I was going that way. You didn't.
No. You walked up behind us, and when I told you to back up, you're telling me this is a sidewalk. No, you can't get this
I'm
close.
walking down that way.
When the police are conducting an investigation. No. You don't understand.
I do this for a living, sir. I really listen.
Okay, but I'm explaining it to you.
I just want to tell you, millions of people see my videos, sir. I'm telling you. You can look it up. It's called Long Island Audit. I'm from New York.
It makes no difference to me about the videos. Listen to me.
No, I'm not saying that.
Do you want me to explain to you?
Yes.
Okay. Maryland and the Hartford County Sheriff's Office, which I am, a Hartford County Sheriff's Office deputy, okay? We will allow you to video. I don't care if you're standing over in the parking lot where I can see you, away from the traffic stop. But as soon as we do a traffic stop or any other type of investigation, we drop a bubble on the area that we're in. You're not walking up behind me.
No, I wasn't trying.
No. You walked from over there to right here. You're not walking up. Listen to me.
Okay, I'm listening.
You're not going to get the full answer unless you just stop.
I'm going to listen to you, sir.
You walked from that car over there, this direction, right behind my truck, to the back corner of my truck, right here. Okay? And I told you no.
That's why I recorded.
I said back up.
What the officer didn't know, however, is that this still wasn't grounds for an arrest, or at least not for the charge of obstructing an officer. Obstructing an officer, or commonly referred to as hindering, is a serious misdemeanor offense. In Maryland, it carries a maximum of 3 years incarceration and/or a $3,000 fine. This is a fairly common criminal offense that, unfortunately, is occasionally overutilized and incorrectly applied by police officers, like this case, for instance. According to the courts of Maryland, the crime of hindering consists of 4 elements, all of which must be met in order for a crime to be committed. The 4 elements are: 1. The officer is engaged in the performance of duty. 2. There is an act or omission of an act which hinders the officer in the performance of duty. 3. The accused has knowledge that the officer is engaged in the performance of duty. 4. There is intent to obstruct or hinder the officer by the actions of the defendant. Since not all of the conditions were met, the arrest is deemed unlawful, making the officer liable to face criminal charges as he essentially exercises authority for no legal reason.
Okay, you don't want to listen. So we'll go ahead and charge, okay? And then you can
listen,
no, it's not. Come on, you're under arrest.
Sir.
You're under arrest.
Sir, don't listen to me. All right. That's what you want to do, sir. I mean,
that's not what I want to do, but you didn't want to listen to me. You wanted to argue with me to the point where I had to take my taser out because you didn't want to stop approaching us.
Sir, listen. How about you let me go on my way,
no.
and we're not gonna.
Nope.
And we're not gonna.
You're going to jail. That's it. I'm not messing around with it, man, because I believe in your rights. Listen to me. I believe in your...
I stand up for the Constitution. Sir, I got sergeants, lieutenants who have my back. I got county officials in my...
I don't care.
And sir,
you're not going to walk up behind me like that.
I had no ill intent.
You took my whole attention away from this stop over here.
I'm sorry for doing that, but
this is our business. Who is that guy right there?
I'm apologizing.
Who is that?
I'm apologizing.
I don't care about your apology. You are under arrest.
I'm not saying that.
I appreciate that you want to talk about it now.
No, you can.
But at the time, you're very confrontational, and it's taking my attention away from this gentleman over here, whom you know nothing about. I pulled my taser because you kept stepping at me, bud.
Okay.
And my attention's over here.
Okay.
All right.
After the incident, the victim wrote a formal complaint to the department regarding the event. However, a few days later, he withdrew the complaint and wrote a letter to the deputy expressing his apologies for his behavior. No further updates have been made as of the date of this recording. Next up, in April 2019 in Colorado Springs, the wife of C.J. Anderson, a Marine Corps veteran, hit her 19-month-old daughter while backing out of the driveway. After being seriously injured, the toddler was airlifted to Memorial Hospital for treatment. While there, the family was confronted by Teller County and Colorado Springs law enforcement officers, who claimed to suspect there was evidence of a crime on veteran Anderson's wife's phone, which was currently in the man's possession. It was at this point that the officers tried to unlawfully seize the phone from the veteran.
Excuse me, you do not grab anything from my pockets.
Gentlemen.
You're going to hit the ground real hard.
Gentlemen, hold on a second. Gentlemen, Jason, this is getting out of hand. I'd appreciate it. Calm down.
I'm not leaving my daughter's side.
Okay. Just give us the phone.
You're not getting the phone. You don't have a right to take the phone. You don't. You're going to tase me because I'm not going to give you my wife's cell phone. You don't need to take the cell phone. Okay. You do not.
You will be charged with obstruction, and you will be arrested.
Because you don't have a right to take your cell phone.
Yes, we do.
County violation. So show me where you have the right to take your phone. Show me where you have the right to take your personal property.
According to the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which states, "The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized." The officers were not allowed to confiscate Mr. Anderson's phone unless they had a warrant to do so, something that at this point was unclear. Shockingly, the officers stepped out of line once they tried to engage with the veteran physically.
You know,
I'm gonna go behind him,
that's
sir.
what doesn't make any sense to me.
Excuse me? So I'm gonna go behind you, because I don't want anybody behind you getting hurt. Okay?
Nobody
Come
behind
on.
me.
Hold on, it's
I
gentlemen.
will take you
Gentlemen.
right now.
Gentlemen.
Get
Gentlemen.
out of the room. Get out of the room.
Man.
Get out of the room.
Are you serious? Get down. Hey!
Back up.
down.
Back
Mother,
up.
this is
You're gonna
not
get tased.
right.
You're gonna get tased.
What you're doing is
Get on the
right.
ground.
This is not right.
Yeah?
This is not
Put
right.
your hands behind your back.
I want all your badge numbers now. Hey! That is enough!
Most U.S. states follow a similar taser policy, so by referencing it to the factors mentioned before, the officer was not in any way authorized to tase the veteran. Moreover, on top of the initial stun, the officer tased him a second time, despite his squad already pinning the veteran down. This violated Colorado's use of force policy and could result in the officer facing severe criminal charges.
Gentlemen,
Get
I'm
back.
trying my best.
Back away. And you're not trying your best.
Yes, I
You are
am.
not cooperating.
I am cooperating.
You are not cooperating.
I absolutely
No,
am.
you are not.
They are relaxed. You guys are out of control.
Doesn't look,
out of control.
Doesn't look hot for you, buddy.
And,
Eventually.
this is wrong. Let me know. This is wrong. What you guys are doing is out of control.
I'm gonna keep him attached, just in case he needs to get zapped again.
That was excessive force.
Okay, that's fine.
Not even tased me twice.
Yep. You tensed up multiple times.
Because I was being tased.
After arresting him, the officers questioned and charged Mr. Anderson with resisting and obstructing. Thankfully, El Paso County later dismissed the charges. On top of that, no child abuse charges were ever filed. Be sure to check out our previous video, where we cover another outrageous police encounter.